Hey everybody, it's me, Stacey, here at Scrapbooking Made Simple, scrapbookingmadesimple.com. Hey! Welcome to Saturday with Stacey, YouTube class number 600. Yes, we have finally counted down to the 600th Saturday with Stacey YouTube class. Oh my gosh. So I don't count the other classes. It's the Saturday classes we've been counting down. Who knew we would ever get to 600? Really, not me. Absolutely. Because if you go all the way back to the very first video I ever posted on YouTube, it is still there. It is me holding a Sony Handycam that we paid $200 for, which was like all the money in the world. Michael and I paid $200 at a Sears Black Friday sale. No understanding of resolution or speed or anything like that. And my goodness gracious, here we are, 600 Saturdays later. Holy smokes, artichokes. Thank you. Thank you for being my friends. Thank you. And this whole week I've been thinking about this class, and it's a great class. I probably have bitten off more than I can chew with this class. And if you're new, hey, I'm Stacey. This is Scrapbooking Made Simple, scrapbookingmadesimple.com. This is our Saturday with Stacey full-length technique-based commercial-free class where I bring to you product that you might already have in your crafty stash and show you different ways of using them. I introduce you to new product. I bring new product in from manufacturers. We keep crafting affordable. But let's talk about the 600th class. So as I was prepping everything for this week, I really was thinking about what it meant for 600 classes and how long that took and all that has happened in the time of those 600 classes. And it brought me back to Mr. SMS and I. We didn't know what we were getting. Well, we never know what we're getting into. Mr. Michael is so good. I have these wild tangent dreams and let's do this. And he just says, okay. But there was a show, there was a one-man show put on by Billy Crystal called 700 Sundays. And I had no idea what this show was about, but I had always wanted to see Billy Crystal. And this was many, many years ago. Our kids were still very little. So we bought tickets up in the nosebleed seats for, I wanted to see Billy Crystal. I had no idea what we were getting into. And when we got there, it was a one-man show that I will never forget in my entire life. It was one of the best things I have ever seen, ever. So if you ever get the chance, if he ever reprises 700 Sundays, I encourage you to go. I don't know if it's on video. I don't know if you can watch it, but do. It's worth it. It was all about Billy's life and growing up back east, and his family owned a record store, and he, like one of the first record stores, and he would sit on Billie Holiday's lap at the movie theater, and everybody knew who they were, and baseball, everything revolved around baseball, and his memories of his childhood and growing up. And I will tell you, it had you laughing so hard you thought you were going to wet your pants. Maybe a little. And then in the next moment, you would be crying. And then in the last moment, you'd be laughing through the tears, which is a great way to express emotion, laughter through tears. So this 700 Sundays, the name came from how many Sundays Billy Crystal had with his father before he passed away. Before his father passed away, he got 700 Sundays with his dad, and he lived for those Sundays. I live for these Saturdays, and I've been lucky enough to have 600 of them with you, and we have laughed and we have cried, and we've laughed through the tears, and we've shared each other's lives. I know as much about as many of you in your life as you know about mine, because we live chat on Saturdays, and we support each other, and we encourage each other. And yes, this is a craft class, but we also are friends and family. And when somebody needs support, we're there for it. And when somebody's done something amazing, we're there to congratulate them. And when somebody has a question about what adhesive do you use, we're there to answer that too. So I'm hoping to have 700 Saturdays with all of you, and we're gonna count down to 700 now that we are at 600. Michael and I left that show. I wanted to go back. I wanted to see it again. He was there for one night. I would watch that show again and again. It was endearing and heartfelt and hilarious and true, and it resonated with anybody who has ever had family, any kind of family. And I feel that that's what we are. This is what we do here, is funny and honest and true. And I think the community we have built resonates with everybody. And I just am so grateful to still be here after 600 Saturdays. So I have winner chicken dinner to talk about. These two people won from last week. So they have a $100 online store credit ready to go to spend any way they want. But, well, let's announce them first. And today's Saturday with Stacey is all in Create. I have so much, like I say, I think I might have bitten off a little bit more than I can chew, but we're gonna get through it. And I'm gonna take some of their product in a direction, a different direction than what is typically all in Create. They have a distinct look and feel, and I'm gonna vary it a little bit. I'm gonna Stacey-fy some of this product. Go figure, right? All right, so before we get there, I need to announce winner chicken dinner from last week. I have two winners who have won $100, and the way they won is they liked the video and they posted a comment below. That's it. Like the video, post a comment below, and then you go into the chance to be a winner chicken dinner. And because of the level of likes we had, we're giving $100 away to each of these wonderful people. This week, what we're doing now, we'll be giving $600 away, but we'll talk about that in just a moment. So our first winner is Kay. Kay Hockman. Congratulations, Kay. You have got $100 in your online account right now to spend any way that makes your heart happy. Oh my gosh, yep. Well done, UK, but you're not alone. We always give two winner chicken dinners, unless we're talking about the 600th Saturday with Stacey. Well, then there's more winners. I just saw the name. Oh, I got the first letter, S. It's S. Kunavatana? S. Kunavatana? Is that it? Am I anywhere close? I don't know what the first name is. The letter's S. S. Kunavatana. I'm going with that. Hello, S. Is that for Sarah or Sam or Stacey or Stephanie or Sally or what's the S for? But it doesn't matter. You're a winner chicken dinner, and you have got $100 to spend any way that makes your heart happy. So, Kay Hockman and S. Kunavatana. I'm going with that. Congratulations to the both of you. I hope you enjoy your $100 winnings. Now, we have to do the winner chicken dinner dance. It's a rule, it's a thing, we must do it. So I don't know if S is a girl or a boy. It could be, like I said, it could be Sam, it could be Scott, it could be Sally, it could be, I don't know. So both of our winners need to sit up straight. Sit up straight. You got to do the winner, winner, chicken dinner dance or it don't count. Are you ready? You're a winner, chicken dinner. You're a winner, chicken dinner. Wahoo, ka-choo, for you. Congratulations to the both of you. I really do hope you enjoy your winnings and spend them on something frivolous. Just spend them on something that will make your heart happy that you would never get for yourself any other way. The $100 is from my heart to your heart. Congratulations. Now, 600 Saturdays. And we thought the easiest thing to do would be to give away $600 in gift cards. So we are leaving it again up to you. First, you have to like the video. That's super important because the YouTube gods like likes. That's important to them. Then you have to post a comment below because they also like engagement and they like watch time. I've come a long way since my very first video of like, how do you turn this thing on? So what you have to post is very specific. How would you like us to divvy up that $600? Is it one person who gets the whole thing, all $600 to one person? Is it $300 to two people? Is it $200 to three people? Is it $100 to six people? Is it $300 to one person and $100 to three people? I don't want to go any lower than 50 bucks. Can we do that? I don't want to go any, you may say you want to do, what is it, 12 people at $50? Okay, no more than 50. We're cutting it at the lowest prize is $50. Michael H came in here before he left for the day. So we have three Michaels. We have Mr. SMS Michael, we have Michael Jr., and we have Michael H. Michael H is the one who filled pretty much all of your warehouse sale orders. Yay! He came in before he left for the day as I was getting everything set up and he goes, well, 600. Are you gonna give him the chance to say 600 people at $1 each? Cause Elena might quit if you do. Elena's the one who has to put all your money in your online account. So we're gonna hold it at 50 bucks. That's the lowest prize. But you decide, is it one person at 300, one person at 200, one person at 100? How do you want to divvy up that $600 for 600 Saturday with Stacey YouTube classes? You post your comment, we'll have we'll pick a winner. Our random software will pick a winner, and whatever that is, if it's you, then you'll win that prize, and then we'll pick whatever else you say. We'll have it go back, and if you say you want 6 people at $100, you will have won $100, and then we'll pick 5 more people, and we'll give you the credit. We'll let them know it was because of this person that you all have won. So, well done, everybody. It's been a fun ride, and I hope that it just keeps going. Now, today I have AALL Create, and I have a lot from them, and almost everything is very, very limited in quantity. I'm going to be working primarily with one of the bundles that we have from them. I'm going to start with one bundle, and then we're going to move to the next. There's going to be some stuff you're not going to see until we get to the very end. Like, I'm not even going to be playing with it. I have it here for sale. I have it to offer you, but I'm not even going to be playing with it. But the two treasure boxes, or whatever we're calling them, they're all, treasure, well, they're the 2 kits that we have they were exclusive, they were limited. We have so few of them. I want to show you those first because they do have the washi tape that you stack it up, and what's in here is exclusive. You can't buy it open stock anywhere, and I know AALL Create themselves are out of these boxes, and we have less than 40 of them, less than 40 of the bundles. So I'm going to show you a little bit about those, and then we're going to dive right into the stencils. I have beautiful stencils for you. So, And then I guess maybe I'll do these and then I'll show you the samples for these. Ooh, that's what I'll do. I'm gonna play with these. I'll show you the samples for these. Then I'm gonna do the stencils, and that's gonna carry us through most of this class because I'm gonna take the stencils and do something a little different with them than what All in Create would typically do. So, all right. I am still sick. My cough is back. I don't know if you can hear it, but my cough is back. I've got my water here, so just bear with me, but I don't know. It was gone and now it's back. All right, I'm gonna tilt down. We're gonna get started for today. Are you ready? Down we go. It's me, Stacey, Scrapbooking Made Simple, scrapbookingmadesimple.com. Welcome to Saturday with Stacey, YouTube class number 600, featuring All in Create. Down we go. Okay, I've got some samples for you, just some quick samples to show off. Oh my goodness. I'm still my own camera person. That hasn't changed. I still tilt down and do it myself. That hasn't changed. You can go all the way back to the first videos and it's the same. All right, so a few samples, and these are going to be some of the stencils that we are using today. Isn't that beautiful? Love the tree. This one looks like this one's by Kelly. Hello, Kelly. Love it. Beautiful. And then we have here. I won't tell you who this one's by. Shh. I'm not going to tell you. And then we have here. And this one is by Honorary SMS Girl Yvette, and she did a beautiful job. So we're going to be playing with the stencils shortly. And this is where we're going to live today. I've got Ecoline markers. I've got a whole bunch of stuff we're going to be playing with. But to start, I want to talk to you about these kits. So we have them open stock. They're the All in Create creative boxes. We've got the first two. They retail for, I guess it's $63.98 for the two of them, and they're on sale for $47.99. They are absolutely available open stock, but we are extremely limited as to how many we have. And when they're gone, they're gone. These are non-replaceable. When they're sold out everywhere, they're sold out everywhere. Now the kits are built the same. So each one has two of the layering washi tapes. It has a pack of ephemera, and it has cardstock for you. So each kit has two of the stacking washi tapes, two of the layering washi tapes, ephemera, and a set of cardstock for you. And I'm gonna take them out. Let's open them up. Oh, I'm so sorry. I feel it. I know it. I'm sick. So this one is CB1. All in Creates Creative Box Maker's Magic. So we start with the pack of ephemera, and it is chunk full. And what I like about the ephemera is that it doesn't have the white around the edges. I do like that very much. It also comes with a pack of cardstock that is A6 in size. Super heavy. It is 350 GSM. I mean, super heavy, beautiful, all double-sided. So much fun. All double-sided. And then it comes with two of their layered up washi tapes. And I'm going to play with these for just a few minutes. I'm going to do both sets of the washi tape because I think you need to see them. If you haven't seen Layer It Up before, it's a unique washi tape. It's something where it actually makes an image. Now, when you take off the the wrapping. The only issue is you lose the name and number of the washi. And well, you can't buy this open stock, so I guess it doesn't matter. But this is it's exclusive to this kit, and you can't get it any other way. But I always recommend, let's see if I can get this going. I always recommend either putting part of the label on the inside so you know what it is. Because once you get all the wrapping off of it, there's no way to know what washi tape you're talking about. So you can either take the label and put it on the inside, or you can write it on the inside with your Sharpie. I just like to have a way of knowing what I've got. All right, so I'm going to open both of them, and I'm going to show you both of them. I haven't done them yet. We're doing this together. For those of you who are, again, new to my channel, I do not pre-do. We do as we do. So I don't voiceover or script or have, I mean, I have beautiful samples that are made, but you and I, we do it all together, and whatever happens, happens. Sometimes great things happen, and sometimes it's like, ooh, I wonder why that happened, and we figure it out together. Sometimes it's more important to tell you how not to use a product or what not to do with a product than how to use the product. And it's not real if I never made a mistake. Oh my gosh. How boring would that be? No, I like making mistakes. It means that I have an opportunity to learn. All right, so I've got my little label, cut it off, and put it on the inside, just so I can know what I've got. All right, so these washi tapes are pretty unique. I'm gonna grab some white paper. This is the Stacey Park cardstock. It is 110 pound. It's pretty heavy cardstock, completely smooth. I have it in white and black and in cream. You get 25 sheets for $9.99 for as long as we can do that. And I'm going to open up these washi tapes. So now I am not going to have any expectation, not at least on my first one. I think I have to kind of guess where the separation line is. So I think it's here. And I think it's here. So that one may be too long. So I'm just looking at my washi tape and seeing where I see So I pulled here, and it kind of doesn't have anything going on right around here. I think that's the place that you would tear it. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tear it right about there and put it here. And I just keep layering it down and lining it up. Is this my bottom one? That is my bottom one. But see, I'm way off. See, that was the very first one. So now that I've built one, I kind of know where it needs to stop and start. And there is so much on here. So I know I need to go right about to the end. See, there's kind of this void here that tells you, oh, you're gonna tear here, you wanna tear here, because that's leading into the next image. And now I know that this is the bottom of my image. I wasn't sure where it went, but now I am. So just tear, and I'm going to put that down here. And then look again and see, you've kind of got this little line that says, oh, maybe I should tear there. Tear it. Now they have oodles of layering washi tape, and I think we might almost sell all of it. And you just build the picture. It is so easy and so cool. I remember the first time Abs showed me this, I nearly lost my mind. I said, yes, we absolutely have to have it. See, that's not straight. My little heart has to line up. So there's my heart. There we go. Yeah. And see how easy it pulls up? You have time to reposition. Oh yeah, there we go. And then my next one. And then my last piece. Nope, that's not right. Little feet are here. And I can even take, this one's a little long. It belongs up here. I can even take that and kind of trim it down and move it up here, because it's just going to layer right in and fit right on in. Look at how cute are they. Those are darling. And then you have the paper and the ephemera to start decorating it with. But there is 2 washi tapes per set, so let's do the next one. And let's see what we get on this washi tape. Find where it opens. And you gotta make 1 or 2 to figure out how it layers up. And there's always 4 pieces to the layering. Okay, so this is clear. It looks like there's a definite demarcation line. Do you see that? Like right there. That looks pretty clear to me. So I'm going to tear it there. Now it's going to be too long. This piece is going to be too long. I think the demarcation line is there too. Let's just see what happens, but I don't know where it's going to line up on top or on bottom. Okay, so I see the top of the wings. Put this one down here because I don't know where it goes yet. I see that there are tips of the wings on this one. And here's the rest of our little birdies that are going to line up right there. Those tips of the wings to finish out the birds. And then our next one is here, which is the very bottom. Oh, this is so pretty. And then the first one we started with is actually the very, very, very bottom, and it finishes out the little tail of our bird. Wow, that is just really pretty. So it seems, at least with my rule, the very first one I peel is actually the bottom. Look at how beautiful is that. Holy smokes, artichokes. Let's do it again now that I have a better understanding of what I'm looking for. So again, I can see that there's a pretty clear indication. I'm trying to see if I can get it zoomed in. A pretty clear indication of where I should be tearing, and I'm not going to cut. I like the natural edges. And I remember that that's my bottom one because it's got the little bottom of the tail. And this one looks like it tears right there. And that's my top one because it's got the wing, the tips of the wings. And then my next one has the bodies of the birds. So no, not all washi tape is made like this. It's All Create who makes washi tape like this. And again, there's oodles and oodles of patterns. I might have cut this one a little short. So I did. You can see, cut it a little short. All I have to do is go back, tear where the actual little demarcation line is, and just add it to the end. Nobody is going to know that it wasn't there, that it's a separate piece. Honest. Absolutely nobody will know. And then my bottom piece. I don't want to see any white paper if I can avoid it. Put it right on up. Tearing towards me so I have that ragged edge. You always tear towards you, not away from you. Okay. Just so my mat kind of looks distressed too. And then I can take some of my paper. Oh, it's way big. Well, I'm going to have to trim it. Scissors, because it's way big. it'll fit. And I can start building what it is I want it to look like. I could actually take and... Ooh, Stacey! No. Come on. Take it and tear the edges with the washi tape right on it to get the ragged edges. That way it fits a little bit better. But they're beautiful. The designs are amazing. And this is the CB #1. The paper is gorgeous. The ephemera, it's all in the kit. It's exclusive to the kit. But we do have 2 kits. So CB #1 and CB #2. And let's make those washies, those layer ups, so you can see them. So again, you've got the ephemera, different from what we just saw. You've got the paper, also different from what we just saw. Now, the lovely thing is that if you have both kits, everything mixes and matches together. You can use this paper with kit #1. You can use kit #1's paper with the washi from #2. Everything mixes and matches together. The ephemera, you can mix and match together. It all works between the 2 kits. But I have my 2 washi tapes, so let's see what these washi tapes look like, because they are also layer it up. Can I get this off? Yes. Okay. Cut it in half. And then let's do the second one. And I'm pretty sure Ab said, like I said, that the washi tapes will never be available on their own. The only way to have gotten these were in the kit. All right, so we have this one. And we have this one from kit #1. Let's see what we get from kit #2. And I always start out with no expectations. The first 1 or 2 that you do, you kind of just gotta let it be and figure it out. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I can see the tops of ears right there. And I think it tears there. But that's going to be short. I can tell that's a short piece. And then it looks like it's going to tear right here. And that's going to go... Yeah, my first piece was really short. And then here. And my last piece is here. So they all are about 3 inches long. My first piece came off my roll really short, so I know I'm missing all of this over here, but at least I know what I'm trying to build now. So now I should be able to get a full piece. And funny, this roll starts at the top as opposed to the bottom. They're so cute. Okay, so a little bit of this piece belongs here. Isn't it nice that you can fix it? It's not often you get to fix stuff in crafting. And nobody gonna know. Except for that little piece that's turned under. There we go. Look at how cute these guys are. They're darling, aren't they? Look at how darling. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. Let's straighten this one. And see how much time you have to go back and fix? I just didn't want the white showing. There we go. So we've got little doggies for our first one, and let's see what our second one is in kit number 2. I'm going to say there, but I have no idea where that piece is going to go. I'm going to say here. The first one is always your learning. Okay, that looks right. That looks pretty good. And then this is all the way over here. Whoo-wee, am I off? But it's my first one, so that's how it came off the roll. Let's see if we can do better this time. So I know that my bottom I know the first one off starts my bottom. And then that one there. That's gonna go there. And then my last. So if you've never seen washi tape like this before, then you've never seen AALL Create washi tape. And their washi tape is extra long. It is longer than just about anybody else's. I can't even imagine how many of these images you get on one roll. I wonder if anybody's ever counted. And then last but not least, so this one's a little bit better. I got it a little bit lined up better. But look at how pretty. All from a roll of washi tape. Each kit has their own 2 rolls. Kit number 2. Aren't they cute? And this is just striking. It's beautiful. And kit number 1. And again, each kit comes with their own set of ephemera, their own set of paper. This paper goes with this one, with their own washi tape, ephemera, paper, washi. And we have less than 40 of them available. The majority are in the I Want It All bundle, which regularly costs $63.98, and it's on sale for $47.99. But before we get too far, I want to show you the samples made with these. That way you can decide yay or nay well in advance. Okay, let's just put all of that there and all of this here, and let me bring over the samples. Go there. So CB1. So CB1 is the ones with the little lovebirds and the flying birds. So the first one we did. And our samples are, here you go. So you've got the washi, you've got some of the ephemera. Oh, how cute. All right, you've got the paper, you've got an AALL Create die, the ephemera. That's the paper and the ephemera. Oh, isn't that so cute? So this is CB1. Again, the paper, this is the paper and the ephemera. Here's the paper, a little ephemera, and the washi. And again, the ephemera and the paper and the washi. So cute. These are all absolutely darling. The paper and the ephemera is beautiful. Oh, look at this. Janet, this one's gorgeous. So Janet did the washi. Oh my gosh, and then she cut it out, and we've got glossy accents, or she's done a couple coats of clear embossing powder over the top of it. Thinking it might be clear embossing powder. A couple coats of it. Wow, she cut that straight out of, she cut those out of here. Snipped them right out. Wow. So this is CB1. And then Honorary SMS Girl Yvette made layouts. So you've got the washi, the ephemera, the washi, mats, cute little ephemera, everything you need. So whether you're doing layouts, mixed media, card making, this one kit is going to let you do it all. Super cute. Super cute. So that is CB1 from All & Create. They're brand new little craft kits. All right, let's do CB number 2. So CB number 2 had the little dogs, kind of like the steampunk dogs, and the writing table. And so cute. You can see how everything can mix and match together. Just so cute. Oh, look at this one. This is beautiful. See, there's that layering washi tape. And look at how smart. Nobody tells me, I don't know who this is. These came out of it's either out of the washi tape or out of the ephemera. Love them. The little letters, the envelopes going up the side. Oh, love us. Look at, that's all from the ephemera. Oh, and this one's beautiful. Debbie Martin, well done you. Look at this. That's gorgeous. How sophisticated. Oh, this image is just striking. Aww. That's Debbie Martin, yeah? Debbie Martin. Janet. Oh, they're so cute. So you've got the washi. Oh, so cute. Oh, and the ephemera. All the ephemera and the paper. This one's Debbie again. And then Honorary SMS Girl Yvette made our layouts. So we've got the washi. We've got our little dogs. We've got the ephemera everywhere. And we've got places for your images. So these little kits, really cool, give you everything you need. Grab some adhesive and some scissors and off you go. But only while we have them. I know they've been sold out in a lot of places. So those were the first things I wanted to show you. And I'm going to put all of this here so I don't lose it. All right, next thing we're going to move to is what we're really going to focus on today, which are the stencils. So I saw these stencils and went crazy. Now, this isn't the only bundle that we have. We also have a pretty leaf ephemera bundle that I'll show you and 2 paper bundles. But I'll show you those at the end. I want to get working with the stencils. So the stencils are sold open stock and as the bundle. The bundle is $35.96 on sale for $28.99. And there's 4 different stencils in here. Now, if you love just one of them, you can get just one of them. You don't have to get them all. But the best value will be on the I Want It All bundle. Always the best value on the I Want It All bundle. I saw these and I was like, these are gorgeous. These are absolutely stunning. I had to have them. Love the little kits, I do, but these speak to me. Absolutely gorgeous. So we are going to play with these today. And we're going to be using Ecoline markers with them. And you're like, wait, what? Ecoline markers? Yep, we're going to use markers with them. So let's just take them out because I don't know what I want to start with. Ecoline markers are by Royal Talons. They are a watercolor brush tip marker. They are super high end and yet not priced high end. Royal Talons is a fine art company, and Ecoline markers are used by artists all over the globe. So they're not your average watercolor marker. The saturation of them is beautiful. The binder in them is 100% gum arabic. All right, so I've got all 4 of them out. And since I've got this one here, I might as well start with it. So I've got a beautiful stencil, but you can see it's got a couple different images. This one has 2 images on the same stencil. I'm gonna probably focus here. I don't know, we'll see. But to use this, I am gonna wanna bring over my Stencil and Stamp tool by Sizzix. Look I cleaned my lid. Who knew it looked like this? Usually it's all grungy and it's got ink all over it. I am a maker, I make. And it looks like I've made. I mean, to bring out a brand new pristine Stencil and Stamp tool every time? No. Now, I have the lid on it, but I'm not going to be using it as a stamp positioner. So I don't need the lid, and the lid just comes on and off. You don't even have to pop it in and out. It just comes on and off. I don't need the lid because I'm not going to be using it as a stamp positioner. I do need my stencil alignment tool. This is what allows you to align layering stencils up perfectly every single time. But this isn't a layering stencil, it's a single stencil. I know, but I want to be able to lift it up, look at what I'm doing, and put it back down. Lift it up, look at what I'm doing, and put it back down. If you are using tape or magnets to hold your stencil down and you want to lift it up to look at what you're doing, then you are going to have to figure out how to get it right back where it was. You're going to have to make sure you line it up perfectly. Now, Sizzix stencils come with little holes in them. And because their little alignment tool has little hole or little nibs at the bottom to hold it. I want to make sure you know the 2 nibs that are all the way at the top by the gray where you put your lid in. That is not where you put your stencil. Those nibs are only there to hold your alignment tool when it's time to put everything away. Every time you use it, you want to make sure your stencils are going with these nibs. And you're like, but there's no holes here. How am I going to put it in? Okay, we've got you covered on that. Sizzix has adapters. And you get 10 per pack. I've taken a piece of stencil film. It's actually the blending mat from Creative Expressions, but they've gone out of business. And that's where I keep mine because it's made out of the same material, and it means that I can put them on and off again and again and again. So this is a little converter. It has some double-sided tape here that when you first get it, you'll take off the liner to expose the double-sided tape, and then you can put it anywhere on your stencil so that you hold your stencil in place. I'm gonna put it right there. And it's gonna, now I've got the holes to put my stencil. See, ta-da! Look at there. And I can then lift my entire stencil up or put my entire stencil down. And when I'm done using this stencil, I can take this off. The sticky is still sticky. Put it on my little storage unit here and wait for the next time. Now, when the little sticky stops being sticky anymore, not a problem. All you're gonna do is take some double-sided adhesive, some double-sided tape. Right here, double-sided tape. Put it right over it and it's sticky again, you're good to go. So I'm gonna put it here because I'm not gonna use that portion of the stencil. Now, does it have to be on one of the sides? No, if you wanted to, you could literally put it here and have your paper go this way. You can put your, wherever it's best for your converter to go. Sometimes you don't have any room on the sides. They haven't given you a lot of room and all you have is a corner. Well, you're gonna put it on the corner and then you'll just line your paper up underneath it and stencil it that way. I am gonna be using watercolor paper today. I am gonna be using my Van Gogh watercolor paper. So if you've got watercolor paper, you're gonna wanna pull that out. And if not, you're gonna wanna take advantage of the super great price we have on the 25 pack. This is A6 size and it is discontinued. So the new packs are 15. We're selling a 25 pack of Van Gogh watercolor for the same price as the 15 pack. Yes. So because I'm not gonna be using this stencil here, I'm not gonna be using this design there. There we go. I'm not gonna be using this design there. I'm just gonna take my converter and put my converter, doesn't matter that I go over the leaf a little bit because I'm not gonna be using that leaf. And there we go. Then I can take it and put it right down. There we go. Then I've got my watercolor paper and I'm gonna put it under what I want to see. And I want that big rose, which is right there. Boom. Now what's holding my paper in place? A sheet of sticky grid. So this comes with the stencil and stamp tool. And actually when you buy the stencil and stamp tool from Scrapbooking Made Simple, we also give you a pack of converters. So you not only get the stencil and stamp tool with the alignment tool and you'll be able to use it as a stamp positioner, but we include the converters as well, so you have a pack ready to go. So I've got it down, and now you can see, I mean, I can lift it up and down, and I can move it anywhere I want, and if I wanted it down at the bottom, I have options. Now, I do have some of that other image on my paper right here, and I want to make sure I don't stencil that onto my paper. So I'm going to straighten up my paper a little bit. I'm going to take some Maker's Tape from Sizzix. And I'm just going to cover up what I don't accidentally want to stencil. Just make a mask. I'll just put a couple pieces of it down just to be sure that I don't accidentally stencil the wrong area. All right, I think that's good. You could use Post-it notes, you could use Frisket, whatever you want to use to cover it up. And I'm still going to be able to lift up and down. And that's important. I want to be able to lift up and down. Just feel like my paper is not straight. But no guts, no glory. Now you can take a blending tool with your inks and blend into it. Absolutely. It'll give you a beautiful result. You can take a paste and come over the top of it. Absolutely. I wanted to do something a little different today, and I wanted to play with my Ecoline markers. So I've got my Ecoline markers in the pastels. I've got it in the botanicals, and I've got it in the brights. So I have lots of different sets of Ecoline. These are gonna be the ones that I play with today. You don't have to have all of the sets to make this work, but you do need to have watercolor markers. That's gonna be important. And I'm gonna pull out, while I've got it here, I'm gonna pull out one more of these, just while I'm here. Okay, so I'm gonna take and I'm gonna try and use no water. And I'm not gonna use a brush, I'm just going to play. So I've got my marker here, and I'm gonna start with a yellow because that's me. Now I am gonna be using my little tear off palette also from Royal Talons. This is a palette that has 20 individual sheets. I'll tell you, one sheet, you'll use this for weeks before you actually have to tear it off. And then when you do, there's your next palette. Really super handy to have. I'm gonna keep that kind of close by. And I also want a piece of cardstock close by. Any kind of cardstock. Don't use good cardstock if you can get away with it. Just so I can roll my color off to see what I've got. So these are watercolor markers. They have a beautiful brush tip that was made in Japan. They are juicy and filled with lots of ink in them. The binder is 100% gum arabic. They really are lovely. I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna just color on top of my stencil with a marker. I know that seems odd, but I want this to have a very watercolory look. That's what I'm going for, a very watercolory look. And I'm not gonna be so careful. I'm not gonna push down too hard. I'm just gonna come in here and lay some color down. So even though this is an alignment tool, you still have to keep your fingers on your stencil so it doesn't buckle. And I'm just trying to lay some color down right over the top of my stencil. I want a watercolory look, and I am not a watercolorist. So I'm gonna let this stencil help me be a watercolorist, or at least look like one. And if there's a little bit of white left, that's okay, no big deal. That was probably supposed to be green. Oh well, maybe I'll change it. Okay, so I've got some yellow down. And I didn't mix into anything, so my yellow is fine, no worries. And that came out of my pastel. I'm gonna keep that handy because we're gonna need it. So you can see I literally just colored in some yellow. And I can lift and see where my yellow is, and then I can put back down. There we go. I can put back down and my stencil lines up. Now if I put my alignment tool here, you can see the stencil obviously isn't gonna line up. Or if I put it up here, my stencil again isn't gonna line up. You just have to go back to the spot where you started and then it lines up. So I've got my first color down. And then maybe I come in, let's see what this color looks like. And that's kind of pretty. So I'm gonna take my second color and I'm just gonna, again, just kind of add some in. Now I'm just kind of putting it here and there and everywhere. Starting kind of at the bottom. and coloring. I'm not trying to blend anything. I'm just adding some color. Okay. Not overly wahoo kachoo. I just kind of scribbled. Now I have an option. I can either take my yellow marker and come back in and kind of pull that color, or I can take a blender pen, an Ecoline blender pen. It comes with some of the sets, or you can buy it open stock. And you can come in and kind of smooth that color out, or you can use your yellow to kind of smooth that color out. Now I'm letting the marker do the work. Probably need a little bit more color up here because I didn't even add any. Okay. And then maybe I come in with something just a little darker. So I've grabbed a red, but I'm worried that this red is going to be really dark if I go straight to it. I'm worried about that. I want to add a little color, but not too much. This is where the palette comes in handy, because I can scribble on my palette. I can take my blender pen and pick up a little bit of that color and come in and add. So that it's not too much. And then I smudge. Smudging is important. You just use your finger and you smudge. I know that sounds weird, but you pick up a little color, you lay a little color down, and you just kind of smudge it. And I'm not trying to be perfect. I'm trying to be watercolory. And I smudge. Your finger is your best crafting tool. And I'm doing this all while I'm inside the stencil, because the stencil is guiding me. And smudge. And then if I want to come back, now as long as this runs clear, it doesn't matter what the top, what the nib looks like. As long as it's clear, I can then go and use it with another color. Makes no difference what the top looks like. Put some yellow and kind of smudge. Smudging is your friend. I'm just adding a little more depth to some of these. Okay, I don't know what we're gonna get. I could look. I could, but we're not. Now let's do some greens. No, it's not green, but that's the color that the second color that I was using. I thought I'd just add a little bit more in. Okay, let's do some greens. So out of my botanical set, that's got the most greens. And I'm gonna start with a light green. And again, I'm just gonna come in here. And I'm just gonna lightly color over the top of my stencil. Is it gonna bleed a little bit out? Yes, it is. But that's what's gonna give me that lovely watercolory look. I'm not pressing too hard and I'm not using the point. I'm using the side of my pen. So I've got a little bit of light green going on here. And this is where I'm at. So I've now drawn in my green. I'm going to come in with a slightly darker green. And remember, smudging is your friend. Smudge, smudge, smudge. Smudge, smudge, smudge. Smudge, smudge, smudge. Smudge, smudge. So smudge away. Okay, let's see. And then I might take a little bit of a light brown. A little bit of a light brown. And just add a little bit of that to my stem and my smudge, smudge. So really, no talent level at all. Oh, I got some green in there. Okay. Well, okay. It is what it is. All right, I'm gonna look. Might be awful, might be great. I'm not looking for perfection. I'm looking for something that looks watercolory. I might have a little bit too much ink in some spaces, so I might have to blot it when I pull it up. But there we go. If I have a little too much ink, I can go, it looks fine. Add a little green there. So this is where I can go back and reline up because my finger was green from my green smudgy, and add back in now that I've seen it, I can look at it and say, where else do I need more color? I think I need a little more color up here. And maybe a little in here. And I can pull it up and look at it and see, where am I missing? I can just add my color. That looks very watercolory. I might add a little bit more green. Oh yeah, that's coming along beautifully. Who would have thought a smudge could look so good? Oh, it really looks very watercolory. And completely different than what most would do with it. And it didn't take me any time at all to do. So I'm gonna put this one over to the side, and I'm gonna put these colors away. And I'm gonna wipe down my stencil. And let's do it again in different colors. Now I'm not done with this. We're gonna come back to it. But it looks like you watercolored this. Don't tell anybody you didn't. Don't tell them. They don't need to know. In fact, maybe I even come in with just my pen. I just fill that leaf in just a little bit. Yay! All right, so I'm gonna play with this one in just a few minutes. Let's get another piece of watercolor paper and let's do it again. And then we'll move to another stencil. Line it up, put it on down, and this time I think I'm gonna try blues. Maybe some soft grays. So my little, oh, that's really beautiful. That's a super soft gray and a super soft blue. These are out of my pastel set. I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna color in my gray. And again, I'm just trying to get some color down. Not trying to make sure I've got all the white spaces filled. I'll do that when I start to smudge. And I'm not using the tip of my Ecoline, I'm using the side. And these are watercolor dye-based markers that are a higher caliber. They're they come from a fine art company, Royal Talons. And so the quality of them really speaks to that. Now I can tell you, I already got probably too much of this color underneath. It's slipped underneath. I'm gonna let it go. I want that fine art look, and I think I'm going to do this one. Oh, I guess I'll do that one too. So I've got my gray going down. If I lift up, I can see I've got little blobs. I'm okay with my little blobs. Not sure if I need to go back or forward. I feel like this is just not in the right spot. There we go. So this is where I'm at. All I did was add some gray. And I wasn't careful. Please don't think you need to go in there and like try to like get the color exactly where it is. I'm just literally dabbing it in. Some places it's a little heavier than others. Now I'm going to come in with my blue, my light blue. And I'm going to get the green off my finger. Hopefully that's off my finger. Oh. Up, back down, there we go. And add some of my light blue and smudge. Can you use another tool to smudge? I don't really know what you would use. It would have to be something that is able to get down in the little areas. It wouldn't be too big. And I'm just smudging. I find that your finger works best. And maybe I come back with a little bit more gray. Get any blue in there. Then maybe I pick a little darker blue. So I know that I've got ink that's gone underneath my stencil, and I'm just going to be okay with it. I'm going to make sure that my blending doesn't have any more red. Once it goes clear, you're good to go. I'm going to take a little bit of my blue. And just come in. Add a little bit of my darker blue. I have no idea what we've got. Let's do our greens. I always start with my lighter color. I'm coloring lightly over the top because it'll lay down a lot of ink, a lot of color. And then let's go in with our slightly dark green. Maybe a Q-tip might be able to get in there. And then maybe a little bit of our light brown. Okay, so I'm going to look at it and see what we have. Could be a hot mess, could be great. I might have to go back in and add more. I don't know. Oh, I love the flower. I think I need to work on that leaf just a little bit. And in fact, I think that leaf needs, it just needs to be, this one, finished. I'm just going to draw in. Make my little points. That flower, it looks good in the grays and in the blues. I don't know if I want to do any more to that flower. What do y'all think? Any more? Maybe a little bit of blue there. Oh, I love this. I'm just adding a little color here and a little color there. I got my fingerprint on it right here. Take my blender pen. Oh, now I got more of my fingerprint on it. Oh, Stacey. Stacey. There we go. So pretty. And definitely watercolory. But no water. So far I've only used markers and my finger. So I've got these two. Let's do something else. Let's do another one. So let's change stencils. But I'm gonna come back and do something with those. So I'm gonna pull my stencil off. I'm gonna pull my converter off. And let's do this one. So I wanna do this one. But if I'm looking at the stencil this way, and I put it this way, there's not enough room for my converter to fit. See, if I put it here and I put my converter on, it's gonna cover up part of my stencil. The beautiful thing about stencils is that they have two sides. Just flip it on over and put your converter on. Grab a piece of my watercolor paper. Put it on my alignment tool. That's what I want there. Take some of my maker's tape because I want to make sure that I don't accidentally stencil the other image. And I can still lift it up, put it back down. So this time I'm on the second row. I need to remember I'm on the second row, but if I tried to line it up, I can see if I put it on the first row, that's not gonna happen. And this time I think I'll start with maybe pink. So let's put my blue away. And my greens, keep them handy. My little brown and my blue and my gray. And let's grab a soft pink. Oh yeah, it's nice and soft. I'm just gonna come in here and add some soft pink. I'm not trying to make sure all the white is covered. I'm just adding a nice little base coat. And I want to go in there and be light with it. I don't want to press too hard. That'll lay down too much of my ink. A light touch is a happy touch. And I'm just kind of scribbling it on in. So if you're good at scribbling, you'll be great at this. And if you want that absolutely perfect stencil, you'll use ink and blending brushes, your ink pads and your blending brushes. I want that watercolor look. Okay. So I've got some pink going on. Now I'm gonna wash my fingers. And let's grab a soft purple or a lilac. And a little bit of smudge. Smudge, smudge, smudge. Sorry guys, the cough is back. I don't know what happened. I thought I was better, but... And I'm just going in and smudge, smudge, smudge. Do not be afraid of the smudge. And when I check it later, then I can come back and add more if I need to. I'm going for that watercolor look without the watercolor work. Or having talent. I'm not a watercolorist. But these stencils sure do lend themselves. Okay. Smudge, smudge, smudge. I can come back, add maybe a little bit more of my pink to some of the areas. And don't think that I'm giving any thought to where I'm adding my pink. I literally am just adding some pink back in. And letting my Ecoline markers blend on their own. Now, this is where I'm at. I think I'm gonna take a little bit of a darker purple and introduce a little bit of a darker purple. So I'm gonna pull my dark purple out and I'm gonna bring over my palette. See, and the nice thing is, when you're done with your palette, you just wipe everything off. And this sheet is ready for the next time. You don't throw the sheet away every time you use it. No, You wipe it off, and once it becomes so warped and raggedy that you can't do it, well, then you throw it away. But until then, oh no. It's one of the best investments ever, this little throwaway palette. Wish I had known about it sooner. So I got my dark purple. And I don't want too much. Some down towards the base of the flower just to add some depth. And smudge. Gotta remember which was the purple finger. And I'm just going in there and adding my color. Okay, and maybe a little bit more of my pink. Or maybe a little bit of my lighter purple. Just blend. Smudge. And we see what we get. It's only paper. If I don't like it, I flip it around. I can do the other side. All right, let's do the leaves. Remember, I gotta hold it in place. I gotta hold it down. It will stay where it is. It'll line up perfectly, but I wanna make sure I don't buckle. And I'm just drawing in where the stencil is. I'm letting the stencil do all the work. And then maybe a little bit of my darker green. And maybe a little bit of my brown. All right, let's see what we get. Stencil on, stencil off. Now that would be hard to do with an ink pad and blending brushes. But with your fingers, holy smokes, easy peasy mac and cheesy, right? Easy. And if I want to go back and I don't think I want to do anything to this one actually. I think I'm calling this one done. I'm not going to touch anything on this. Okay, let's clean it and let's do it again. And maybe this time I try to use just one color of the pen. Ooh. Should I try just one color? One color marker and that's it? Do I dare? What color would I want to use? Well, let's see how dark I can get that. So let's go in. So I'm going to try with just one pen. So same thing, I'm laying my color down. I don't need to smudge my first layer. Kind of using the side of my Ecoline marker. This is out of the pastels. See, I buckled. I probably went underneath it, but we'll just make it work. Okay, one coat down. I don't know which is my smudging finger. Same color. I want to do it with my green finger, but no green. So I'm just laying color down. It's the same color. And I'm just darkening that saturation up by layering over the top. Okay, now let's go again, one more time. Let's try and get it even a little darker. So one marker. And build some depth by layering that color. So this is a dye-based ink, so if you go over the top of it, it will darken. And I'm on watercolor paper, which is why I'm able to lay down and smudge. All right, and then let's go with some I'm laying down a lot of ink right now. I hit that too heavy. Too heavy. And then maybe just a little bit of our light brown. So let's see if we got enough definition by just doing one color. Oh, I'm gonna, well. What do we think? Enough definition? It's definitely there. It's definitely there. I'm wondering if I add... Nope, that's green on my finger again. Stacey, darn it. Okay, there's no ink on my pinky yet. What if I add just a little bit of another color? Just a little bit of another color. Ooh. Little bit of fuchsia. New baby wipe. Smudge. A little more color down. Smudge. Yeah, I think it needed that little pop of fuchsia. I love the little smudge. Makes me look like a rock star. Oh, that's coming out beautiful. Now, I don't know what it's going to look like when we're all done, but I sure do like it the way it is now. Yeah, maybe a Q-tip would work. Anybody got one? I bet a Q-tip would work doing your smudging. Look at how vibrant it becomes when you add that pink to it. Ooh. I'm letting the stencil be my watercolorer. Ooh, I like it. I can kind of maybe draw that up a little bit. Oh, I like it. I'm happy. Okay, I'm going to leave this one just the way it is too. So far, no water, no paintbrushes, my fingers, and my markers. Let's do one more. I'm going to try one more because I haven't done this one yet. And it's calling me. So let's put our lids back onto everything and let's put our things away. SMS girl Elena will be so proud of me if I put all my stuff away. Okay, so I want to do, I think I want to do this. That means I need to not do this. Okay, I think that's good. That's probably good. That's probably good. All right, so I've masked off what I don't want to use. Grab another piece of paper and let's play with this one because it's not floral at all. Oh, and it's too big for my paper. I'm trying to decide which pieces I want. I think it needs to go off this side. That's a lot off that side. Well, let's try this and see what we think about that. So I'm going to put my converter way down there. And I even moved it down further on my, I moved it down further. As opposed to putting it kind of in the center, I've moved it all the way to the end. Because then I can put my paper here, and we're just going to do part of the tree, and we'll see what we get. You never know, right? No guts, no glory. So I think I'm going to start by coloring in my tree. Every place that would be green. Okay, green. Now I think I'm going to come in with my light brown just so I can see where I'm at and do the branches. Okay, that at least gives me an idea of where I'm at. Now let's come in with my darker green. And smudge. And I'm just getting a little bit of my green in every one of them. And smudge. Oh, probably went outside my line there, but all right. And then let's bring in my lighter green again. And smudge. You think we're about there? Stop. Look, see? All right, a little bit darker in my... So dark brown. So I'm going to use my blender because I don't want to use too much of the brown. Put it right on my palette so I can pick it up and lay it down. Well, all right, I have no idea what we're gonna get. Oh, it's pretty. Oh, it's pretty, 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 pretty. All right, I'm not mad at that at all. Nope. Yep. We're gonna add just a little bit of brown to some of my trees. just to give them a little bit of depth. Oh yeah, okay. So we've got that one, and this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. Let's finish them. So I'm gonna move this out of my way, and I'm gonna bring them over. And now I have to decide what I want them to look like. So I definitely think I'm going to do this one in the light brown. You're like, do it in the light brown. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do this one in the light brown. So I'm going to gingerly come in and lay some color. That's not good. The sheriff is on the bullhorn. Oh my gosh. Okay, what happens here at 1 o'clock in the morning? You just never know. And then I'm going to take my blender. Make sure that it doesn't have any other color on it. And you can see that the nib now is colored, but that's okay as long as it goes clear. And I'm going to take that blender and I'm going to soften out my color. Oh, my fingers. Okay, my fingers are yellow. I'm just taking the blender pen. And I'm just scribbling, just with that blender pen over the whole thing to make the lines kind of dissolve. Oh, I need just a little bit there. Okay, so I'm getting there. Now I think I might go And just kind of edge it out and give it a second. I'm going to give it a second to dry. While that one's drying, let's do this one. And this one we'll do in the gray. And then maybe a little bit in the blue. Let's come back to this one. Do about half the width. Okay, let's let it dry. And let's come back. Now, I don't think a baby wipe will do it. Yeah, a baby wipe will do it. Gonna have to be a little careful about getting too close to a color like I just did. Maybe when you get close to the image, see, right there, man. I got too close to the green with my baby wipe. Maybe you go to your blender when you're getting close. Okay, I think I'm gonna let this one dry for a minute. I've got this one just about done. Let's let that one dry for a minute. Okay, I think I'm gonna stick with my blender so I don't grab a color. All I want to do is soften those edges. That's all I'm trying to do is soften the edges. Quick and easy. Not a lot of skill, but we're working smarter, not harder. Okay, then I think I'm going to come back with a little bit of my, that's gray. And I might blend this in a little bit. And then I think I'll come back. And just go about halfway in. We're getting there. I think I'll come back to this one. So I'm going about halfway in and I've got my gray. And I've got this one about done. And I've got this one about done. And I think the last one I'll do is, I'll do one of these, just so I have one of each. What color we want to do? Okay, I'm either going to ruin it right here or make it amazing. Time will tell. So I did the blue and the soft pink. And I'm just going over it with the blender pen. Now this is an Ecoline blender pen. You can't just use any blender pen. It's got to be an Ecoline blender pen. Okay, and then I think I might come in with the gray. So I kind of do a wide line. Kind of do a wide line around. And then my second line is about halfway in. Right lids on right pens. I think this might need it to dry just a little bit more. All right, I think I'm going to leave that be. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm going to do that gray one more time and see if I can get it a little bit darker on those edges. Okay. Now they're all just about done. Last thing I want to do is put some splats on them. Ooh. So let's start with this one. And I'm going to take a little bit of my Ecoline metallic gold. Shake it up real good. It's got a little pipette built into it. Put a little down on my mat. I'm going to add some water to it. Let's grab a paintbrush. Now let's get some gold splats. So gold splats on that one. And some gold splats on that one. And some gold splats on that one. And then some white splats. So I'm going to bring over my Amsterdam acrylic white. My white. Oh, is it white? Same thing, a little bit of just a little bit, a little dab will do you. It doesn't have to be more than that. This is an opaque white, and it is white. Add a little bit of water. Loosen it up. I wish my splattering technique was better, but I'm learning. I'm getting everywhere but where I want it. All right, I got splats. I got it everywhere but where I want it. I am not the queen of splats, but I am learning. I am trying. So my palette, I'm not gonna tear this one off. I'm gonna continue to use it. I've made my own little mats around them. You're like, wait, your splats aren't dry yet. Well, okay. Yeah, see, my splats aren't dry yet. That metallic gold Ecoline is beautiful. It's the only metallic that comes in the Ecoline series is the gold. And Royal Talons is currently out of it. Anybody want to know why? It's because we bought it all. I know that's horrible, right? So these are actual little watercolor postcards. I could address it and send this. This is my art. I didn't even use the whole stencil. Love these stencils. And they're reasonably priced. It would not be me if I didn't finish. Ah, Stacey. Oh, I hooked it. Like, see, if you had a trimmer, that wouldn't have happened. Well, I know, but, well. Oh, look at how striking that is. Oh my gosh, these are so pretty. I don't know if they look good on camera or not, but I'm going to tell you, if you come see them in person, you're going to like them. And it doesn't look anything like the All in Create. They are, their look is so different. But I wanted to do something that looked like I watercolored, but I didn't. Oh, see, look at that. My splats are not dry. Holy smokes, artichokes. I wanted it to look like I sat there and painted, but I didn't. I let the stencil do all the work. And I just used my markers. I didn't even use water. Okay. So these black ones I'm going to double matte. I won't double matte the white ones. I'll let those be. But I think these black ones might need it. Oh, yay. And I colored right inside the stencil. And I let the stencil do all the work. And I used my little Ecoline blender pen, and I used the pens themselves to blend the colors. No water, no paintbrush, Ecoline markers, and some pretty amazing stencils. And I got tons of samples to show you. Thinking maybe I just leave it. Maybe I just leave it. All right, so we played, the only stencil I didn't get to was this one. But we played with the new All in Create stencils. There's 4 of them. They are sold open stock and they are on sale. But the bundle is $28.99 and not $35.96, and that gets you all 4 of them. And I think when you pair them with those Ecoline markers, it does look like you painted these. It really does look. And I didn't even do the whole tree. I had to do half of it. It really does look like you've painted them. They are amazing. So I'm going to show you those samples. Oh, I still have this one to do. I'll finish that one later. I'm going to show you those samples in just a minute. I want to tell you that we have an ephemera kit from them. Regularly $19.99, on sale for $15.98. And it has the leaves. So you've got super bright, fun, and you've got more realistic. And they're just beautiful and no white around them. So this is one of the bundles that we have. Yes, they're available open stock. You can just get the open stock if you want, or the bundle. We leave it up to you. And then isn't that beautiful? There's the leaves, there's the leaves. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? Don't know who it was done by, but it's beautiful. And then again, paper all spliced up, and there's the ephemera. Goes with all of their papers so perfectly, both of them, so perfectly. Then we have paper packs. So I've got 2 paper packs. This is bundle number 3 and bundle number 4. All right, I have 2 paper packs from them. And again, I didn't use them today. It gives you 3 sizes, retails for $39.97, on sale for $31.99. And you will see that oodles of the samples that we have are made with the paper packs. So you've got the A4 size. You've got the A5 size. And you've got the A6 size. All in one bundle, or open stock if you want. Entirely up to you. Let me show you some samples with the paper. So they've used different focal points, but the background paper is all out of the pack. So all the background paper is from that one pack. How cute. All the background paper. So you decide what you want as your focal point, but that background paper just lends to everything. Nope. Nope, that way. So pretty. And then we have the background paper, bundle number 4. So a little bit brighter in the colors. Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? You've got the pinks and the teals and the yellows going on here. They're beautiful. All 3 sizes. Again, open stock. Or the bundle. Bundle price is not $39.97, it's $31.99. This is bundle number 4, Patchwork Impressions. Bundle number 3, which had more of the blues. Look at that, gorgeous. That was bundle number 3, and that one is called Artful Muse. So 2 different bundles of paper. You pick the one you like, but the samples for bundle number 4, Patchwork Impressions, are here. The colors are just fabulous. You've got from the ephemera. Oh, SMS Girl Yvette did this one. I love it. Look at the paper. Oh. I don't know who did this one. Kelly, this is stunning. That's the paper with some of the ephemera added. Oh, Kelly, that's beautiful. I love the paper. It's amazing. And remember, bundle, the first two things we talked about were the kits. Now, samples for the stencils. Pretty. I'm going to add sentiments to all of mine. Done with inks. So most of the samples we have, the stencils are in one color. Oh, look at how good this is. Oh, she fussy cut that. That's amazing. There's the stencil. She traced in and fussy cut. Well done. Vero, wow. Look at that. Beautiful. This one's Kelly. And here, this is the one we didn't do, done in paste in the silhouette. This one's Debbie Martin. They're just absolutely lovely. The stencils are well worth it. Here's Kelly again. Here we've got it in our flakes by Janet with gilding flakes. Oh my. Okay, hello. Janet, overachiever there. Look at that. That's gorgeous. Oh, stunning. Oh, and I love this one too. This is stunning. So pretty in just the grays. Oh, this is honorary SMS girl Yvette. Now this is somebody who knows how to splatter. Somebody's going to have to teach me how to splatter. But look at the focal point with the rose just coming out the top. This is Debbie Martin. So most of these were done in one color or shades of a color. Here's, oh, I don't know how to pronounce. Magnolia? Magnolia, I think that's it. But I wanted to be able to have lots of colors and a watercolor look. This one's by honorary SMS girl Yvette. They're beautiful. Look at this one. By Janet X. It's your special day. So you can get the color on color. But I really want, oh, this one's honorary SMS girl Yvette. I really wanted to develop color and have that really strong watercolor look. Again, done with paste. Done with paste. Oh, and this one's so pretty. This one's done by Janet. So pretty. And then the ones I showed you in the beginning. Wonder who did that one. And the tree. And the rose. The rose was done by honorary SMS girl Yvette. And then I have a layout for you that Yvette also did for you. So we've got the whole tree this time. Look at, isn't that a beautiful layout? Isn't that soft and serene and elegant? Great 12 by 12 layout. She did some amazing layouts for y'all. She did. And then I played. Getting my watercolory look. Leaving the stencil on and working inside the stencil. and I'll finish that one later. So we have all the stencils on sale. We have the Ecoline markers. I think we might have put them all on sale. But the 3 sets I used were the pastels and the botanicals and the brights. Do you have to have all of them? No. Eventually you'll want them, but you can absolutely start with the pastels and build your color. Or you can get the palette and lighten your color of these. But to work inside a stencil, this is how you want to go. To go with a paintbrush, it's going to seep underneath much easier than using the marker. You're going to enjoy using the marker. Absolutely. We'll have the Van Gogh watercolor paper on sale. Yes, yes, yes. And gosh, I think that might be it. Whatever else. Oh, we've got to have the gold and the acrylic. Oh, that's a lot. I'm going to have to remember all of this. So I'm just going to lay this down here, and I'm going to take a picture of it before I leave, so I know I need to add all of this, all of this to the sale. All right, you guys, it's me, Stacey, Scrapbooking Made Simple, scrapbookingmadesimple.com, YouTube class number 600, in the can. Oh my gosh, is it? You don't even want to know what time it is. You'll be getting up to watch this about the time I'll be getting home today. I'll be driving in to make my coffee just as we're about to start the live chat. It is super late, but I had a great time and I wouldn't change it for anything. So where are you going to find all of this product? Well, All in Create is available globally. Absolutely. We do have it on sale, which makes it nice, but we encourage that you support your local independent retailer if they carry All in Create. Ecoline markers are going to be at your fine art store. If you happen to have one, go visit a fine art store. Say, do you have Royal Talens Ecoline markers or Ecoline gold in the jar or Amsterdam white acrylic paint? Go say hello. And if you don't have either of those, then of course, we appreciate your support. It is what keeps us in business, so thank you. But we want you to spread the wealth everywhere. Sprinkle a little bit of crafty goodness everywhere, and that way everybody gets to stay in business. Everybody. All right, you guys, it's me, Stacey, Scrapbooking Made Simple, scrapbookingmadesimple.com. I will see you on Monday for our next Make It Monday event, and the sneak peek will be posted tomorrow. Bye, everybody.